Hello everybody and welcome back to another malware video. Today we're trying a different hypervisor. I'm going to be using Hyper-V, which is different VM software. It works about the same. This one is built into Windows. I made another video about sort of issues with WSL2 and other hypervisors, so I thought that I might try out using Hyper-V. Now, in this video, we're going to be looking at more download button ads. So you know when you go to download something and then you click on the ads, what do you get? Now, unfortunately, in my current setup, we don't have any sound for this VM. I can hopefully work that out before the next time we're doing this. So this is YouTube to MP3. Now, I gotta be a bit careful here. Is this... Well, you know, this is how you know Microsoft is doing good work, because you actually can't tell if this is a scam or if this is actually something Microsoft is trying to shill. I don't think I gave notification permissions yet, so we're gonna do that. The first thing you should never do, if you're on a sketchy website, is give them your permissions. So here's one. I actually thought this was real. This was, first time I was checking this out. This is an ExpressVPN advert. This is a dating site. I'm not going to click this because there's a significant risk that it ends up being something... This is such a... I hate this. Not a robot checks. Okay, video.xyz, allow... And that's just another... Okay, here's the real download. And here is probably the first piece of legitimate malware we have installed. And we're like a minute into the video, so I'm getting better at not rambling and actually installing viruses, which is good. So let's go... No options. Interesting. Permissions. Nothing. Oh, that's... So it says that... So this is what the software claims it does. Okay. Nothing. That's interesting. So I would bet that this extension has some secrets. So let's go hunting. Now, all Chrome extensions, like it or not, are open source, which is great for us because we can find out everything we need to know. So, I want to see extensions. This should be the one. Config. Let's look at these files. This is all written in, I think, Spanish, so it's going to be a bit more difficult to understand because I can't speak Spanish. So this looks to be... Yeah, this is what this does, this does. So let's see if there's any... This all looks relatively harmless. Let's see what coding go. That's a bit strange. Is this... That's... Yeah. So that's determining if we're on Chrome. If null, we want to do Opera, but Opera is Chrome, so I don't know what that's achieving. So this is a bunch of different... So let's just go on the movies.hunt page and see if this what this is. Because my general thought is if you are paying to advertise your extension, you are almost certainly a scammer. Turn on antivirus. Let's see. Is this actually gonna... There's some sort of weird referral scam with McAfee. Okay, this reminds me of rogue antiviruses. Oh, we got a keylogger. Wow, we're really... It's like a YouTube dealer. Okay, proceed. So is it just going to take us to actual McAfee? So this is something I think is pretty unacceptable, that McAfee is somehow allowing these fuckers to just take their code and just scam. Because this is some sort of affiliate marketing, and this is the problem with commissioning and affiliate marketing, is if you don't police it, you end up with this. This is not okay. So let's go back to Movies Hunt. Get extension. Okay. Done that. Privacy, EULA. Uninstall. What do we get on uninstall? Yes, okay, so it's not anything special. Liminar. Okay, so nothing too interesting so far. I'm really not so far seeing anything nefarious. I haven't even got any ads. So far, let's just try. So it's just, okay, so it does actually work. jQuery, that's relatively harmless. Iconos, just the icon, metadata. So this extension actually looks harmless. Now, it probably does something, but so far so good. So I don't think we're going to find much more wrong with that. Alright, let's see what this one does. This looks kind of sketchy. And I gotta be a bit careful with this because YouTube MP3 conversion is against YouTube's terms of service, so I am not going to show this program running. I don't think I'm breaking the rules by Oh! Busted! Caught in 4K. Yeah, I don't think I'm breaking the rules by showing this to you because I am not encouraging you to install this software because it is malicious. Community sus. There you go, it's sus. Okay, so what does JujuBox have to say? Checks network adapters. That one's always weird because I find most of the time they don't actually do anything with that. Direct CPU clock, runtime. I was hitting these servers. Commodica.com. I don't know if that's a foreign, possibly. Okay, this is an SSL authority, so it's not something super sketchy. Let's see what this is about. That's weird that it's hitting that up. Add trust. That's a bit more dubious because that could potentially be adding dodgy certificate authorities to your computer, which is really bad. Okay, decoder. These, that could be related to actual MP3 conversion, but it seems like what I'm gonna guess is that this is probably does actually do what it says it does, but it's also got some nasties bundled with it. So let's find out if I'm correct. There we go. Installing. Yeah, this looks really sus. If you see an installer that looks like this, very high chances that you are installing a virus. So we've done that, we've installed, accepted, we've signed our soul to Satan, which I'm sure was hidden in the terms, which didn't load, so we'll never know, but I'm sure my firstborn is now property of the Dark Lord. Now let's just wait for that, and let's take a look at some of the other options we got. Hey, wait, do we have another? I think this is just a different, same one. Allow. Seems like it's an opening new shit, which it probably is. Okay, we can refresh. So we got Bitdefender, which is legitimate software. I think I've made my opinion on antiviruses pretty clear, but it's real. And we could also get new tires. Crazy thing is, these are Google ads, so they shouldn't be like that malicious. Access online forms. Okay, well, this is at least bloody obvious what this is going to do. With Access Online Forms, you get a new tab extension that provides you with access to popular form sites. Access Online Forms will update your new tab to accessonlineforms.com as well as... So, why would forms... I don't know, like, is forms meaning polls? Because it's with a U if you're... Oh, so it's like, oh, you can apply for... Just go straight to... This looks like a scam to me. This looks like a giant scam. Free forms. Find my forms. So is this like... government forms? Okay, so this is just some sort of made for AdSense shit right here. We got the ads. This website is designed to make... Yeah, there you go. If you wanted an American passport, there you go. This is how you get one. Watch videos. This goes to totalvideos.tv, a website nobody has ever heard of, so I assume this is like probably a whole made for AdSense internet spam network that we got here. We got eBay, which is like legit, I guess. This is kind of cool, I guess. They've put a decent amount of effort. Let's see, does this... Yup! Another antivirus ref link. Because see, this is what antiviruses are good for, is scaring people into downloading antiviruses. Like, antiviruses not even once. These programs are 99% of the time completely useless. So we're going to leave this. Because I don't need a passport. You know, I'm not really into traveling, so I don't really need that. So let's refresh and see if we get different ads. Also, I think this website has a thing where if you... Yes. This is one of the worst offenders, because that was the real download button. And you still get ads, and if you click it again, you will actually get the file. I think the term for this, and I could be wrong, is called a pop-under, and the worst thing about pop-unders is even if you have adblock installed, they'll still work. So, don't assume because you have adblock that your download button isn't an advert. It might be, because it can sometimes get around that. So, multi-app. Now my search engine has been hijacked. I have dangerous viruses. Dangerous viruses. So, this might even now inject... Okay, so far we still don't have ads in the page, which is honestly remarkable. What is incredible to me is how basically everything we're getting in these videos is Chrome extensions. You know, 10 years ago, we would have been inundated with dodgy EXEs, but now it seems like most of the malware is Chrome extensions. This is kind of cool, actually. I'm not endorsing it, but let's just do... Okay, so it just opens 4 tabs. It doesn't do anything cool then. I thought it might combine them all, and I was kind of into that. So this is... So is 4chan blacklisted from Yahoo? CSE, is this... Okay, this... Grammable search engine. Here we get 4channel.org, but we don't have 4chan.org, which is interesting, because the NSFW boards are on 4chan.org and the Safe for Work are on 4channel. But okay, that's fine. Obviously, Reddit just does what you expect it to do. And here we go. I don't think this is probably the most relevant video for 4chan, but it makes sense because YouTube search is pretty sanitized. What is 4chan? Mashable explains. Well, he's a hacker. If you didn't know that, 4chan is a hacker. It's a notorious hacker that, at least when you watch reliable Fox News. Okay, I kind of want to test the performance of this. That's actually a pretty decent browser stress test. So what that really shows is that Hyper-V is a really well-performed hypervisor. Because yeah, we're holding up good. So that's like the benefit of using Hyper-V, is that the performance is really good. So let's get out of all of these, because I actually don't want to go shopping on 15 different sites. I'll remember what I even searched. Oh yeah, YouTube, right. So here we go. Close out of those. So let's see if we can find anything. Now that we have this, let's just go to our usual source of Minecraft mods, because it seems like, and I assume it's because the age of Minecraft players, you can just find an absolute ton of viruses if you start hunting for Minecraft mods. Shockingly few legitimate Minecraft mods. What is this? This is Google advertising, which usually isn't a complete virus fest. They're somewhat careful with the scams. So this is just a pretty typical one. Let's just do stop mod reposts, I think it's called. And these guys, we can go on there. Change it back. We do not want that. So here we've got, so here we go, fullminecraft.com is one that they've blacklisted. Of course, a lot of these shut down once they get exposed for being full of viruses, but this one hasn't yet, which is good. You can add plus music search. There we go. Honestly, I have to wonder why they don't bundle EXEs, but it seems like EXEs are legitimately out of style. Like, I don't think I've gotten a malicious, like, other than the YouTube stealers, which are very targeted, I almost never get malicious EXEs anymore. Okay. So here we've got like, okay, where do we actually, is there even a download folder? Okay, access online forms. Oh wait, we've already installed that. Download now. So is this gonna go to the author's website? No, this is seemingly, we're seemingly running out of viruses. I think this is, yeah, Germany, which is where Del Dealer is actually from. This is probably really the CUDA shader pack. I'm not gonna test it because I don't have graphics on this VM. But that's probably real. But the source of the malware then is the other download buttons. We can download Slimware utilities. Let's see what that is. I just want to install an exe. All I want for Christmas is an exe. Let's see what drivers my virtual machine needs to be updated. Given that Windows and Hyper-V are both made by Microsoft, I don't think there's any driver updates needed. This is, you know, driver updater software is something that might have been relevant, like pre-Windows 10, when Microsoft, like Windows actually did oftentimes have out-of-date drivers, but I don't think we're going to find anything legitimate. It'll often, and there we go. So props to Slimware, you know, I'm not gonna tell you should buy this software, but I will give them props for actually not claiming that we need driver updates we don't. So good on you, Slimware. And the results doesn't even let us look. So that's incredible. We back up our drivers. You know, I don't recommend buying something like this because if you have Windows 10 or Linux or any other operating system, you don't need this. If you're running Windows 7 or maybe 8, you might need this, but much better idea is upgrade your operating system for a number of reasons. Security, like unless you have a legacy system, at which point you probably have already found whatever drivers you need, don't bother with this. You don't need it. I think that's enough for this video. So what we have demonstrated, first of all, Chrome extensions are pretty much where malware is at nowadays. We'll occasionally find malware in other places, but almost all the malware you're going to find nowadays is either Chrome extensions or notification abuse, which I will show you how to fix. So we go to settings, and we go permissions, site settings, view permissions and data stored across site, clear all data, and now we want to go permissions, notifications, and everything we've added to allow here we need to get rid of. Remove. You can leave the Google ones because those are just innocent. Everything else, no. No more of this. So that's going to wrap it up. Be careful. Do not install random stuff. Be very careful if you're downloading stuff. Make sure. If you get, one of the ways you can tell, new tab opens, that's an ad. If it's on the same tab, see, this is the real download button. That's the real file. Now, I still don't recommend installing this because I think it's also malware, but that's how you tell.